Finally, I'm going to invite you into my home, my 8x20 Incred-I-Box located at the Grove as part of the Incredible Tiny Homes in Newport, Tennessee. I'm going to show you my upgrades, decorations, and improvements, and a few other things, as well as having some fun along the way. All of that coming up next. This is an 8x20 with a loft up above, a sleeping loft up above, a storage loft across from me. But I'm shooting this video, and I apologize. These are my privacy blinds or window treatments until I actually get my leveler blinds. They are scheduled to come in 2 days on an afternoon, and I'm so greatly looking forward to getting them in. But I wanted to invite you into my home in the meantime. One of the biggest improvements that I finally got into my incredible tiny home here is my flip up and flip down table. As you can see, this is my computer. I can get on the internet and do email, watch YouTube, watch videos, and so forth. And of course I can eat here as well. What a wonderful upgrade that was. I'd like to thank Kaylin for installing it for me with Incredible Tiny Homes. Now this is a Tuesday afternoon. Earlier today I played pickleball at the Newport Community Center, and it's indoors. They have 2 courts, and what a great group of players they have there. Very competitive, nice people. And I happened to meet a fellow member of the Grove. His name is Ray, and he lives at Socola Tree address. And then I also understand that there's another male that plays pickleball from time to time here from the beach at Incredible Tiny Homes. So what a wonderful exercise that is, playing pickleball. One of the last remaining projects for me to complete inside my tiny home is how to get my guests up and down from the sleeping loft. The height of the loft is 6 feet high or 80 inches tall. One option is building a galvanized iron pipe ladder on the metal wall with no hand railings on the side. The main advantage is it is permanent and located out of the way. Finally, this is the day or the afternoon that I'm going to get my 7 blinds installed that I purchased from Lowe's. Gosh, I think it was about 3 weeks ago. They've been delivered and I've had for a week, and they will get installed this afternoon, so I won't have to be using cardboard boxes taped to my windows anymore. Finally, I got the blinds from Lowe's installed in my living room area. Going to do a quick 180 of the blinds at my front door, the blinds in my bathroom, and the blinds at my kitchen sink. So nice to have my blinds installed. And if you recall, one of my last remaining projects on the inside of my tiny home is a means of getting my guests from the floor level up to the loft, which is 6 feet high or 60 inches high, and doing it safely. I went to Lowe's twice and was considering an industrial pipe solution where I would put on this wall, attach it to this wall, where you grab hold of it. First time I looked at a 1/2 inch, and all the dealings with doing a 1/2 inch with an 18-inch length, a piece to stick out, and then a 90-degree, and to get it so that you could do this. And that was reasonable. However, one of my neighbors here at the Grove told me, you know, a 1/2 inch may not carry the weight of somebody, and it may not be safe. So I went from a 1/2 inch to the 1 inch, which is the largest one that they have at Lowe's. And that made a huge difference in the price, huge difference, and I can't afford it anymore. It probably would work, but it's not going to be viable as far as being cost effective. That being said, if you live in a tiny home, whether it be in the Incredible Tiny Homes here in Tennessee or anywhere across America, having an 8x20 with a loft, how did you resolve that issue getting your guests up into the loft? Did you build a ladder, a wood ladder, or did you get a telescoping ladder? And if so, what brand name? I would be interested in learning how you resolve it. Thank you very much. This morning early, I had the pleasure to travel to the Great Smoky Mountains for the first time since I've moved to Newport, Tennessee. We happened to decide to go to Cades Cove, which is one of the more popular places to go. It's an 11-mile loop where when the conditions are good, weather conditions are good, you can see bears and elk and deer, hopefully, but today was not so good. Can you hear the raindrops on my metal roof? Because it's still raining. We left our tiny home community about 6:15 early this morning, and after a 2-hour drive, we made it to the orientation center at Cades Cove. Initially, we were blessed with decent weather and visited the Ajaya Oliver home and barn along the 11-mile loop. It required a very short half-of-a-mile hike, but it was well worth the walk. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is visited by more visitors than any other national park, 14 million annually, and of those, 2 million travel to see the Cades Cove as we did. As we continued to travel west, the weather only got worse with more rain. As my friend and I exited the 11-mile Cades Cove, we pulled off at a picnic area near Abrams Creek. It was a great time to eat lunch and get out and explore the beauty. Finally, the poor weather conditions blessed us with good conditions to capture moving water and small waterfalls. As you will see, enjoy my experience walking along this small creek, and it was the highlight of our visit to the Great Smoky Mountains. This made our 4-hour round trip of travel worth it after all. Here are some before and after of applying butcher block oil on my butcher block countertops in my kitchen. Here are some before and after photos of applying oil on my flip down table, which I highly recommend. All right, I am going to wrap up this video. I'd like to thank you for subscribing. Speaking of subscribers, I've got over 2,000 subscribers to this tiny home community. Greatly appreciate your support and your viewership. Maybe the next time I'll see you, I'll have some things on my walls as far as wall decorations and so forth. But if you do like it, please hit the like button. I'm always open to comments, especially make a comment if you want to make any suggestions on how I'm going to deal with getting people up and down my loft area for sleeping. And thank you for watching, and you have a blessed day.